everybody, and welcome to Quickcasters, where we like to really get into the nitty-gritty of, well, all sorts of things.
That's right. We pick a subject, any subject.
And we deep dive right in. Today's topic is a tough one, though. No way around it. It's school shootings in the U.S. And we're looking at a CNN article that has some pretty up-to-date statistics on it all, to help us figure out what's what.
Absolutely. Kind of get a lay of the land. Where are we at with this problem? How are things trending? Are there any patterns we can see, like maybe some states are worse than others? That's the kind of stuff we want to get into today.
Okay, so right off the bat, one thing's really clear from this article. It's just shocking how many school shootings have already happened this year.
Yeah, it really is. As of October 15th, we're already at least 58.
58.
At least 58. And it's important to realize these aren't all the same kind of school. You've got your college campuses, and then you've got K-12, the younger kids. So out of those 58 shootings, 14 of them were at colleges, and then a whopping 44 were at K-12 schools.
Wow. That's almost 3 times as many.
Yeah.
You think about that, those are younger kids, more vulnerable.
Absolutely.
It's really disturbing.
Yeah, it is.
And, we can throw around numbers all day, but we got to remember, behind every single one of those numbers, there's a terrifying experience for everyone involved.
Right, absolutely.
The CNN article says 28 people have died so far this year from school shootings.
Yeah.
And at least 72 have been injured.
And, even those numbers, they don't capture the full picture of the trauma. It goes way beyond just the people who are physically hurt. It impacts the whole school community, their families, everyone watching from afar. Everyone's thinking about it, talking about it. It just creates this climate of fear and anxiety, and that can last a long time.
Yeah, it's like a ripple effect. You throw a stone in a pond, the ripples just keep going out and out and out.
Exactly.
And speaking of patterns, you remember during the pandemic, when schools were shut down, there was a huge drop in school shootings.
Yeah, you're right. It was almost like I don't want to say it was a good thing, but it was like a pause, a break.
Yeah, like a reprieve almost.
Yeah, but, as soon as schools opened back up, those numbers, they shot right back up.
They did. And they haven't slowed down. In fact, they've gotten worse.
That's right.
The article says 2021, 2022, and now 2023, they've all set records for the number of school shootings.
Yep, and 2022 was one of the deadliest years we've seen. A lot of that is because of tragedies like Uvalde.
Yeah, that was just horrible. 21 people lost their lives. Most of them were just little kids.
It's hard to even think about. And, after Uvalde and after other shootings like it, there was a lot of talk about school safety, about gun control. It's a debate that's still going on today.
Right, but it's a debate that sometimes feels very divided.
Yeah.
But the data is pretty clear about one thing. These shootings, they're not happening everywhere equally.
Yeah, that's true. You look at Washington, D.C., for example, they've got the highest rate of shootings, compared to their population size. Imagine that, almost one shooting for every 100,000 people.
Wow.
And then you've got Texas, which unfortunately has the most shootings overall.
Yeah, 61 since 2008.
That's right. It really makes you wonder, what's going on there? What's different?
Yeah, what are those factors?
And then on the flip side, you've got states like Montana, Wyoming, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island. They haven't had a single school shooting since 2008.
Really?
Not one. So what are they doing differently? Is it policies, community stuff? Or is it even like a cultural thing? Those are the questions we got to be asking.
Absolutely. We need to be learning from those states. And it's not just about reacting after something bad happens, It's about trying to prevent it in the first place.
Right.
And we also have to think about the impact this is all having on the people who work in schools, the teachers, the staff, everyone. The article talks about how students and educators are becoming more and more active, speaking out, demanding change.
Yeah, it's really inspiring to see them doing that. Fighting for safer schools, pushing for new policies. But it's also kind of sad, because it shows just how scared and worried people are. And some teachers, they're just overwhelmed, they don't feel safe, and they're leaving the profession.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
And it shows we need to be doing more, not just to make schools physically safer, but to support everyone emotionally. The students, the teachers, everyone.
I agree. We have to look at this from all sides. What are the bigger societal problems? How can we improve mental health resources? Can we create more inclusive school environments where everyone feels supported? These are tough questions.
Yeah, they are. But they're the questions we got to be asking.
Absolutely.
So, big picture time. We've seen the stats. We've talked about the tragic human cost, the trends, the differences between states. School shootings are complicated problems, not just one thing. It's all tied up with other big problems in society.
And I think that's the main takeaway here. There's no easy answers. But that doesn't mean we give up. It means we keep asking the tough questions, we keep pushing for change, we keep working towards a future where every kid feels safe at school.
That's a great way to put it. And to our listeners, we leave you with this thought. What can we do, each of us, all of us, to create a world where school shootings are a thing of the past? It's a challenge that demands our attention, our empathy, and our commitment to finding solutions. Thanks for tuning in to Quickcasters, and we'll see you on the next Deep Dive.
See ya.
Bye.